Alright, so to run through it again, I'm trying to get close to somewhere. Roll your brush into a spot that you want to cut in. Making sure you keep your brush loaded. That first coat going on should soak everything in, because this is what's going to grab. This is what's going to anchor to all the wood fibers, and it's going to keep it from peeling. If the first coat is too light, then you'll essentially seal the wood and the grains from accepting more stain, and it won't anchor in. Any surface-based stain like this needs to anchor as much as possible, otherwise it wants to peel. Peeling is the biggest problem people have with this type of stain. And then really grind it into the cracks and smash it in. Anywhere water can get in, you want the stain to get in. We're brushing this on right now, but if you're spraying it, you want to spray inside those cracks until they pretty much fill up and it looks like you're having to just go back and wipe them off because they're dripping out so much. That lets you know you get enough on. Like I said, if you're not feel like you're chasing drips, you're probably not putting enough on. And the last pass, double check around the knots that get all hooked up more. Start the end, sweep it, start this end, sweep it and fade it out. That way you don't have any brush marks. That's good. Alright, so with Permachink Ultra-2, it's a 2-coat system. We brushed this on yesterday with 1 coat. And now we're going to spray this and back brush this. We're going to go back over these chink lines with more of the same chinking, thinned out and rolled on as more of a chink paint. So we don't have to worry too much about getting it on to the chink with the sprayer, because it's going to get painted back over. We got items taped off. We're not going to get too close to that window, and we'll kind of brush into that window. So if there's certain areas that need to get taped off, do that before, and remember that this thing has some air pressure to it, so it'll blow things around. The stone over there is wrapped up just enough so that it doesn't get overspray, and we cut into those logs with stain so we don't have to get too close to that. So when we get too close to the stone, we'll brush it in and feather it in so that we don't have a crisp line against the tape or the plastic with the sprayer, and we'll want to make sure we pull that off quick and wipe behind the tape lines. So with Permachink Ultra-2, you don't really need too much protection because it is water-based. It's not really going to hurt you too bad. It doesn't smell too bad either. You should have this primed up. Alright, so when you're spraying, you want to keep the tip about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches away. The fan should be running up and down. That's how you're trying to get in the crack, and maybe even work it in a little bit. And feather in just like paint a car. Get enough to where it drips. That lets you know you're putting enough on. Try to catch the drips at the beginning. And let it all soak up. Just like brushing it in, you want to let it soak up as much as it can. Take the excess that's not soaking up, brush it into the spots that you didn't hit very well. before you go back and do your final wipe. Make sure it's all ground into the check skid. Your final sweep, lift up. So spraying is just a faster way to brush it. Anytime we spray, we always want to back brush just to really work it in and make sure it's all evened out and rubbed into the places that have little cracks. But spraying it is just a lot quicker than dipping it out of the bucket and putting it on.